What is going on, everybody? Vex30 here, coming with a new just type of video today. Something I want to get out quickly and I want to get out fast so you all can have the information in your hands. So the new support champion has been announced and not released, but her abilities, everything about her has been announced in this live stream Paladins did today. I have not watched this. I've only watched the first part of this just to see you know, where it starts, and there are some audio issues here at the start, so if you hear that, it's on their end. There's nothing I can do about it, but I still want to watch this video and react to it. This is starting with Rei. It's about 13 minutes long, about talking about her and abilities and what she does, her talents, yada yada yada. In the future, probably tomorrow, once the patch notes are released, we're going to go through them because there are some big support changes to Furia, Genos. I didn't see any others, but there are two big ones I saw, and one of them is something we have been asking for a while with Furia, and might actually make Solar Blessing relevant. Oh ho ho. Yeah, I'll just spoil it. Furia can reactivate her Fire Strike now with Solar Blessing. I'm so excited for it. But let's jump into this and let's react to this Rei and see just how she is and what she does.
So she's support, folks. She has 2,200
Again,
health.
audio issues,
and,
you know.
her weapon is just, you know, her hands.
Like I said, audio issues.
So I will let you start going through her abilities.
Okay, so
here,
2,200 health.
With, I guess chain heal.
Chain heal. Okay.
Sure, we can show off her in hand as well. So, and as we do that, which is essentially just a ball of magical energy, so our cameraman can.
So she doesn't really have like a gun.
She's
kind of like a mage.
But,
okay.
As we do that, we can. So this is.
Okay, 450, 6 shots.
I ended up taking over.
Not bad.
For another designer at the tail end of production, so you get a little bit of Nico flavor. So designed by another one of our fantastic designers, Adonis.
I see Adonis.
No longer with hi-rez. He's off pursuing greener pastures. Although that's more of a cow thing than a.
Adonis probably created Rei, and then Nico
orange or
took
carrots,
over. Interesting.
But so yeah, so we'll start with Sigil. We have that in hand, 6 ammo.
Okay.
Fires out a magical ball of energy, dealing 450 damage every 0.7 seconds.
That's not bad.
Her alternate
she does
fire,
decent
chain
damage.
Heal is manifesting arcane forces, sending them outward, chaining between allies, and healing them for 500 per bounce.
500 per bounce?
Now,
okay.
We will talk about Spirit Link later, but essentially, Spirit Linked allies will be healed for 30% more.
Okay, so
kind of a different take. You know, as we make new champions and new ways to deliver mechanics, we're always aiming for something that is both viable and flavorful, something new.
Okay, so this heal right off the rip doesn't seem like it's going to be very good for single target healing, though with this lifelink thing they're talking about, maybe that helps with that. But currently seems like she's really good in group fights and clump fights, and that's it. I'm curious to see what they're talking about with this lifelink, but right now I can see her struggling on point and not being able to heal her point tank.
This is kind of your semi-traditional chain heal.
It's not bouncing.
Versus, for example,
oh, you have to look at them.
Or a direct heal.
Wait a second.
Or shared healing.
Whoa.
Like that.
It's like you have to look at them for it to bounce.
I'm actually going to skip to ability 2 before we do her defensive. So if we can show off Spirit Link real quick.
Interesting.
We tether ourselves to an ally or an
okay,
enemy.
she has decent single target because this bounces between her and the target.
You heal them for, I believe it's actually less than the number on the patch notes right now, but the patch note shows 200. We heal them for 50 per tick right now.
Okay.
Obviously, numbers can change for the first BTS cycle, and grant them 1% ultimate charge every 1 second.
Oh!
While linked to an enemy.
Wow! That's kind of cool.
Their movement speed by 10% and deal 50 damage every 0.75 seconds.
Okay.
Something to note with Spirit Link, it is not permanent.
Oh.
It will break if
it
you
reminds
break
me
line of sight for a duration or get far enough away from.
This reminds me actually of Aphrodite from Smite. Just a quick note. If any of you Smite players out there, it definitely reminds me of Aphrodite. And I really like how you can link to enemies and slow them. Also, the percent ult charge is kind of cool flavor to it. For 1% ult charge 1 second, it's nice flavor. It's not broken. It's not like underpowered. It's just a nice add-on, really.
Anything like that, and we show off kind of the cool warning color change before that happens.
So there's indicators for when it's going to break, from what it seems.
Yeah, sorry, Brett, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Cameron. I was just gonna say this is probably the most complicated part of developing her, that we really had to figure out early whether she was going to.
Okay.
We knew she was.
I
gonna
like this
link with
animation.
Players, and we didn't know if we wanted to do that. For
Now,
casting
does this
hands,
increase?
Or whatnot?
It seems
we
like
ended up
it
deciding
increases your healing on the
this
lifelink
little
target.
Effigy, little spirit object.
Because it was doing 500 earlier, now
we
it's doing
ended up calling
650.
it, but yeah, this little orb that stays with her, so that
Yeah.
she can continue doing.
Okay, let's talk about this real quick. So
casting things.
exactly what I was speaking on earlier, since this lifelink does actually increase single target healing, and from what I'm seeing, if you're healing just the tank, it looks like it just bounces to the tank, to you, to the tank, to you, to the tank, to the you. The chain heal looks like it bounces off yourself. I'm curious if the chain heal actually heals yourself. That's something that I'm gonna have to read the abilities to really understand her, but like, it looks pretty freaking cool. I'm actually excited for that.
Yeah, Kyle, our tech artist, had a lot of experimentation
Okay.
with this, so that like we have different animations for when you summon the orb. When you
I wanna see her
cast the orb,
defensive.
when you can break the orb, and just like Rollin working on like the beam trail and making sure that was smooth, and just
Okay.
the whole screen presentation of this was really decided early on, which was a huge help, and it
Okay.
came out great.
Damage. So 500 for just the target.
We do have some targeting logic on the chain heal to target low health allies, so there's a little bit of logic
Okay.
there as well.
Okay.
And then with the
Interesting.
Spirit Link, we can also show off her defensive. Which is
We'll
called
listen to this
Envelop.
first before I say anything.
So envelop. This is another new
Envelop.
mechanic, something that we'll love feedback on. But envelop is a defensive that reduces the maximum amount of damage that you can take in a single instance of damage to 275 per instance. The duration is fairly short at 3
Nice.
seconds, and it increases your movement speed by 40% as well. If you
Okay.
envelop while you are linked to an ally, spirit linked to an ally, they are also enveloped.
Okay, interesting.
So just to clarify, if you take damage, for example, from Koga, who does less than
It's irrelevant.
75 damage per bullet, it will do nothing for
Yeah,
you
it'll
besides
do
your
nothing.
movement speed. If you take damage from, for example, a Fusillade Drogos rocket, it will do 275 per shot for the duration.
Okay. Looked like the cooldown was like 12 seconds, I
This is
think.
a different way to survive, to mitigate damage, and essentially just
Okay.
introducing new and interesting mechanics, new and interesting ways to play.
So, lifelink. They said it works with allies, right?
Enveloping will protect
Okay.
from Cassie shots as well.
Okay. All right,
And then
okay.
we can also now move on to our ultimate.
Okay, before we talk about the ultimate, let's talk about this for a second. One, she has no mobility except for movement speed, which is a scary thing for a support, but the damage mitigation, so basically any autos that hit you for the next 3 seconds or damage that hits you gets reduced to, what was it, 250 or 275? I don't remember. But that's good. Not having mobility on a support, though, is kind of scary, and I'm actually kind of scared for her since that's a thing. But this is an overall new mechanic in the game. Like people like Grok have immunity frames, Damba has a short dash but immunity frames and some mobility with that. Now she does have mobility. She has 40% movement speed in it, but movement speed and a dash / a quick movement, big difference and way easier to hit you, and it's harder for you to get out of situations. But that damage reduction might be enough plus the movement speed. We'll have to see her dex to see if she has extra
Called
movement speed.
Vivify.
Vivify.
I
Vivify
really like
is
that
unleashing. And you'll see the VFX. I absolutely love the VFX.
Okay.
Our cameraman's gonna
What
keep
happened?
Fernando alive while I'm talking. I'll try to make this quick. All right, so Vivify unleashes a burst of energy to your linked ally. You have to be linked to somebody to use her ultimate,
Okay.
making them immune to damage for 2 seconds, and then healing them for 100% of their maximum health after that delay.
Oh!
You also gain this benefit,
Oh!
and like I said before, you have to be linked to an ally to
Holy
go
cow!
ahead and hurt poor Fernando, and then go ahead and keep him from dying.
Let's see it.
So, becomes damage immune and then healed to full.
So
Wow.
this is your oh crap moment. I need to save you right now.
Okay. Oh wow. Okay, this ultimate. Okay, so her only issue I saw from the start was single target healing, and there were many ways to mitigate that. She has decent AoE healing, And she has an ultimate that is literally a oh shit button. Like you press it and say you're pocketing a point take. You're pocketing a term on point. You have him lifelink. You're keeping him alive, you know. And then bada bing, bada boom, 1 health. You just hit your ultimate button. He becomes immune to damage and then he gets full health. I think this is probably going to need a nerf. I think it's probably going to change to damage reduction, like 50 to 75%, similar to what they did with the Leanne ultimate. Because having a full immune into a full heal, like that's insane. It's going to be insane. Let's hear if they have anything else to say on it. Because right now, it's pretty nuts.
Everyone in chat's probably gonna be like, Rei OP, please nerf, and she's not even out yet.
It was much scarier before there was any audio or VFX attached to it.
Okay, so it's only on your lifelink target.
Playtest Jagger outs would just go to full health.
Something that our cameraman was showing off there is it does require you to be linked to to an ally to use the ultimate, right? And using it.
So you can't use
affect
ulti
your
if you're linked to an
target,
enemy.
Not the person you are looking at. So just to be clear, it's not an aimed ultimate here.
Okay. She seems
Very, very cool.
Okay.
Now we do have, some more time here, Nico. Maybe go over some of the talents that she has.
Before they talk about the talents, let's talk about this. She seems like she's not skill based in aiming, but she's skill based in decision making, because you have to decide who to link, who to heal, and who to either, if you want to use your defensive for yourself or an ally. This is actually a very interesting champion for Paladins, because this is saying we're moving away from aim for support, but we're moving into decision making in all of her abilities, which is actually kind of cool. I think it's very important to have a champion like this. Like take Saris, for instance, takes no aim, takes no skill. You literally have no abilities that take skill. Your Q is just does damage to people you stack with your autos, which just randomly does damage because they're orbs that move slow. And then your immunity is basically a full immunity that makes you invisible. Now Rei, on the other hand, has a Q that you have to link to somebody to give them extra healing and ultimate charge. Your heal seems like it is auto aim, but you decide who you're going to heal, and if you want to heal your lifelink target who does extra healing to it, while your defensive works on you and an ally. Actually kind of sick. I like it. I like the direction of her.
Before we get into
Okay, talents. This is huge.
in the season
I'm super
pass,
curious here.
Her variation color and golden.
Not worried about skins right now. Come on, let's go.
So
Talents.
The default talent is called Extension.
Okay.
This increases the range at which the chain heal, your alt fire, will bounce between allies by 40%. This is, you take this if you are not going to be playing super grouped up, if you just want a more comfortable ease of healing experience.
Interesting.
There we go. It's significantly larger, just kind of a quality of life, ease of use thing.
Oh.
Rei's level 2 talent is called Restraint.
Okay, before we go into that, what we just saw right there, let's go back. We saw that it heals Rei. Let's look right here. Watch. Throws the chain heal. It does heal her. Okay.
Rei's level 2.
My question is, does the chain heal have a max level of bounces or healing amount? Or does it bounce this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it looks like 6 times. Okay, that's really important to know. She has self-sustain from her heal. She has damage reduction and movement speed. Okay, I like that.
It's called Restraint.
Restraint. Let's hear it.
This one, again, all these talents, obviously, everything with Rei, we want your feedback, so go ahead and give that in the proper channels. But level 2 Restraint, while Envelop is active and you are linked to an enemy, prevent them from healing.
Whoa.
So if I link to, well, first I have to get close enough to Fernando to link to him. If I link to Fernando and I use Envelop, it has a duration of 3 seconds. They are unable to be healed for that duration. This will break on things that make you untargetable.
That's not very good.
Material states, damage absorption.
Is it only when using Envelop?
But
it seems like it's only when you use Envelop he can be healed.
More aggressive or situational.
I don't think it's good.
Aggressive Rei, make sure you get that.
Seems kind of really bad.
Make sure you get that pick by running healing.
Okay.
You also have to burn your defensive to do that. So.
Okay, if Restraint was only when you're linked with an enemy, would have been actually really good for an aggressive playstyle Rei. But I think you have to use Envelop to stop healing. I don't think it's never gonna be good as support, and I don't even think it's that good as a damage. So, meh.
And Rei's
not
final
impressed.
talent at level 8 is called Focus.
Focus, okay.
This one is, as I think it was colloquially known within the team, as Beefy Link.
Beefy Link.
Link's cooldown is increased to 6 seconds. So
Okay.
it is a cooldown now, rather than something that you swap pretty quickly. And it
Okay.
only lasts for 2 seconds. It's no longer persistent, but its base effects are tripled. And that means, let me be clear, it's not any of the cards, and it's not any of the other effects that happen with Spirit Link necessarily. It is the base effects. So the healing and the energy charge will be increased. In addition to the slow and the damage that you deal against an enemy with Spirit Link active, that is also increased by 3. This is
not
one
good.
I think that has
not
the
very good.
greatest potential for numbers changes in PTS, so go ahead and give me feedback on
Yeah.
how that plays.
Nico's right. Kevin's right. Because that one, it feels way too underwhelming. I think 2-second cooldown for that much healing is awful. Plus, ultimate charge, no. It's not that good. I think right now, as a support without changes on PTS, you're running the increased range on the bounces. And if you're running a damage ray, you are actually running this talent rather than the reduced healing. Because this should increase the damage, as they're probably going to show here. Let's see.
Yeah,
And that
folks,
covers,
just
I
so
think...
you know,
Let's see here.
I was just gonna say, to add to you asking for feedback, a really good place to do that is once you open PTS.
It's not good.
discord.gg/paladinsgame. If you aren't a member, join. There is always a PTS feedback channel.
The
that we
damage is
have,
not even
and
good,
we will
actually.
hop on when the PTS for this goes live, and that is a great way.
I don't
to kind
know.
of give that PTS feedback there.
Let's see if there's anything else here.
Go. That is not where you put if that is something you'd be interested in.
Probably take care of these
kind of
Cassiano.
just shooting off like that.
Ever been near a
Oh, what is this? Wait a second. Was this already in the game?
call it
Chat
ray
wheel?
tracing.
Ray tracing. That's good.
Everyone. Let's have some fun. You're amazing. You should join House Psycho. Top of my class.
Okay.
Thank you. Chase the enemy.
Voice lines are kind of cool.
Retreat.
She sounds like a cute waifu.
Help.
All that matters.
Clearly, none of you have ever been near a library.
Ooh.
Good luck, everyone.
Ooh, that's
No, not
toxic.
that.
She's serving the sass of
Okay.
full effect.
All right. Is there anything else here? I don't think there
This
is.
is unlocked.
Okay,
This is
some
your
skins. I'm not here for the skins. I'm here for the champion. So let's do a quick overview on her and give our final thoughts. Is a skill-based, non-aim champion, right? So there's a lot of mental decision-making you have to make on who you're healing and what abilities you need to use to save an ally and who you need to use them on at what times. There are a lot of decision-making that goes into Rei. And I think this is actually a really good champion for Paladins. I don't think there's a lot of skill-based non-aim champions, so I'm very happy to see her in the game. And I think she's actually fairly good. I think the ultimate's strong. Now, we need to see the exact numbers on how far the chain heal bounces and how exactly it works. So once the patch notes does come out, we are going to make another video going over Rei and the general patch notes, probably a longer form video where we're discussing the patch notes in its entirety, talking about all the changes, probably mainly balance changes though and bug fixes, but we can quickly skim over the rest. Rei overall though, I'm really excited for, and I think she's going to be a great addition to the game. Is she going to be strong? Probably not. Is she going to take over the meta? Probably not. Is she going to be useful? Yeah, I think so. So I'm excited for Rei, and I hope you are too. Leave your comments down below on what you think of Rei and your thoughts and opinions, if she's going to be good, terrible, yada, yada, yada. But thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I also hope you enjoy your day, night, evening, morning, dawn, dusk, whatever it is where you live. And I will see you in the next one. Later.